Canada is known for its breathtaking landscapes and peaceful charm, but behind the beauty lies a darker truth. Hidden among quiet towns and frozen villages are terrifying legends, restless spirits and ghost stories whispered for centuries. Tonight we travel deep into the shadows to uncover the 10 most haunted towns and villages in Canada. But beware, some say when you hear these stories, the spirits hear you too. Imagine walking down a lonely road at night. A pale woman steps into your path, eyes empty, then vanishes into thin air. In St. Andrews, this apparition is known as the Vanishing Lady. Locals believe she was murdered long ago, and her spirit is trapped near the Algonquin resort. Some say if you follow her, you never come back. In Stirling, Ontario, houses don't rest. Doors slam when no one is inside, whispers echo through hallways, and shadows crawl across the walls as if alive. The Stirling Opera House is infamous. Visitors report footsteps pacing across the stage, voices whispering from empty balconies, and a heavy presence that lingers long after the lights go dark. The Banff Springs Hotel rises like a castle in the Rockies, but its beauty hides tragedy. On her wedding day, a young bride fell down the staircase to her death. Since then, countless guests have seen her wandering, her veil trailing down staircases, her footsteps dragging across the ballroom. Niagara-on-the-Lake may look charming, but beneath its streets lies blood. Built on the battlefields of 1812, this town is soaked in death. The Angel Inn is the heart of its hauntings. A murdered British soldier is said to torment visitors. Many report icy fingers gripping their shoulders, and when they turn, no one is there. The past refuses to rest here. When the gold rush ended, Barkerville died. But the miners' spirits never left. At night, glowing lanterns drift through the fog. Ghostly figures move between the wooden storefronts. And in the silence, you can still hear the clang of a pickaxe echoing through the hills. Barkerville may be a ghost town, but it's far from empty. Wolfville carries the weight of dark history. Here, accused witches once faced brutal trials, their spirits bound in anger. At Acadia University, students whisper of ghostly women gliding through the halls. And in the orchards, mournful cries drift across the fields at night. Kingston's history is stained with suffering. The old penitentiary once held Canada's most violent criminals. Today, guards and tourists report screams in the dark and the echo of chains rattling through empty cells. At Fort Henry, soldiers still march their patrols, seen only as shadows against the fortress walls. The town itself is a prison of restless souls. In the frozen north, Dawson City rose from the gold rush, but not all who came here left alive. Ghostly prospectors still haunt its saloons. Boots crunch in the snow though no one is there. And some claim the spirits of gamblers sit forever at their tables, cards in hand, waiting for a game that will never end. Old Québec is one of the most haunted cities in North America. Every stone carries centuries of blood and betrayal. In narrow alleys, people see soldiers marching invisible patrols. At the Chateau Frontenac, ghostly aristocrats walk the halls. Guests say they feel watched, as if the city itself is alive with shadows. Tranquille was once a tuberculosis hospital. Now, it's an abandoned village where the dead still speak. Faint children's laughter. Explorers hear children's laughter echoing through the halls, footsteps following them through dark tunnels, and doors slamming when no one is near. Children's laughter layered, heartbeat under bed. Locals warn, if you go into those tunnels, something might follow you out. So, would you dare spend a night in these haunted Canadian towns? Or would you run the moment the shadows moved? Canada's darkest secrets are everywhere, waiting in the silence. The question is, are you brave enough to listen?